Point of order, Kim Leadbeater, please.
Mr. Speaker, on a point of order, I seek your guidance on correcting the record. I said in my speech I have consulted with the highest levels of judiciary and medical profession. I have received correspondence from the Judicial Office and I would like to clarify my earlier comments. Whilst I have spoken to lawyers and judges, I should not have implied that the serving judiciary has in some way indicated their agreement to the bill, which they have not. The serving judiciary have been very clear to ensure that they have made no public comments about the bill one way or the other. So, Mr. Speaker, I apologise if I applied anything to the contrary, and I seek your guidance on correcting the record.
This bill changes the relationship between clinicians and patients forever. It says to the NHS, your job is not only protect and preserve life, it is sometimes to take life. And the final thing I'd like to say, Mr. Speaker, is that we can have this debate in this civilised way we have. There are many cruel and spiteful and ruthless and unkind people in the world, and there are many vulnerable and frail people. When those two collide, it's not a good outcome for the second of those groups. And I fear this bill.
If the threshold was not reached of 50% or more, the judge would sign off the individual. Next of kin is not informed. There's no right of appeal, which is extremely unusual in English law. And the process is conducted in secrecy. It could be done on papers alone. Transparency is absolutely critical to the law. It's one of the oldest principles in our English legal system. I think of people like Jeremy Bentham, who spoke hundreds of years ago, and they said that evil can arise in secrecy. The second point I would make is this. We all want to believe in this House that the laws we pass are final, full stop, the end. It's not the case. This Act, if passed, will be subject to activist judges in Strasbourg. They will change it fundamentally. And more important than that, there will be people who don't speak about these things at all. There will be imperceptible changes in behaviours. There'll be the grandmother who worries about her grandchildren's inheritance if she doesn't end her life. There'll be the widow who relies on the kindness of strangers, who worries, it preys on her conscience. There will be people who are, and we all know them in our lives, shy, who have low self-esteem, who have demons within them. I know those people. I can see them in my mind's eye. They are often poor. They are vulnerable. They are the weakest in our society. And they look to us. They look to Parliament to represent them, to support them, to protect them.
At a time that 44,000 terminally ill pensioners were set to, indeed, many of them lost their winter fuel allowance, we're now discussing whether we will put forward a bill to, frankly, a state-sanctioned bill, the taboo that many of us are reluctant to talk about.
And I will close by asking this, Madam Deputy Speaker. How can we be possibly satisfied that this bill would deliver equality and freedom in death when we do not yet have this in life?
Order! Order. The ayes to the right, 330. The noes to the left, 275.
The ayes to the right, 330. The noes to the left, 275. The ayes have it, the ayes have it.